Welcome to Bias Bash. I'm Lauren Green. Bernie Sanders is inching closer in poll numbers to Democratic presidential rival Hillary Clinton as the calendar gets closer to the Iowa caucus. And now the former Secretary of State frontrunner has some serious competition to shake off. Was this a turn of events that the media saw coming? Well, joining me with media analysis is Ellen Ratner, Bureau Chief of Talk Media News and a Fox News contributor. Welcome, Ellen.
Thank you so much. Look, I have to say this. I think the media has been asleep at the wheel on this one.
Wow. Why do you say that?
Well, for a couple of reasons. One, the Democratic Party has moved left, for sure. Two, Hillary Clinton is somebody that the millennials have not necessarily glommed onto like everybody thought they would. And the news media didn't do the analysis. They had anointed Hillary Clinton as the nominee, and that was that. And so everybody else has just kind of gone along with it. Oh, my gosh, Bernie, what a surprise. But the millennials have not necessarily taken to her. There is this issue of the party having moved left, and she just hasn't been along for the ride.
Well, let me show you some of the poll numbers, because the Quinnipiac University poll that Fox News has been using shows Bernie Sanders, in the Iowa caucus race at least, the Democratic caucus, Bernie Sanders at 49% and Hillary Clinton at 44%. I mean, and Martin O'Malley at 4%. I mean, 6 months ago, you would never have thought those numbers were going to be possible because, you know, there was this feeling that the media sort of, I don't know if they wrote the narrative, but they believed the narrative that Hillary Clinton was a presumptive heir apparent of the Democratic nomination. And now the facts simply just don't hold that up.
Well, you know, I sat on a train about a year and a half ago with two Republican congressmen, and I said, who are you guys going to put up? And they said, oh, well, we're going to put up Jeb Bush. That was the presumptive nominee that they wanted the news media to hear as well. It didn't turn out to be that way. So the question is, does the news media take their names from the party apparatus, or does the news media do their own research? The news media has fallen down on this, and that is why this is a good bias bash topic today.
Well, do you think that the electorate, or even millennials, or anyone, is sort of tired of the sort of Bush-Clinton kind of names, and they just want some kind of freshness in the election cycle?
That's another issue, that we don't want to necessarily, again, anoint somebody from two families. Even Barbara Bush, before it was clear that Jeb Bush was really going to run in the big way, said, well, I don't think two families should control politics. Now, she backed off of that at a later point, but the news media bought into that narrative, and they didn't do their own research.
You know, one of the other issues, though, is it about Hillary's age, or is it about the issues?
I think it is not about her age, because Bernie Sanders is clearly older, and he's doing very well among the young people. So why is that? He's clearly resonating with a message that is important to young people. Somehow Hillary Clinton is not connecting with those young folks.
You know, are you going to see, or do you think we should be seeing stories in the media showing sort of the mop-up, trying to actually, you know, connect or reconnect or do a better job of analyzing the last 6 months of what's been happening in the Democratic Party?
I would like to see the media do that kind of research, but that would mean interviewing some of the party people who might not want to talk on camera or to a microphone about it. They may want to talk off the record, but they probably don't want to commit themselves to saying what is really going on with the party. It'll be very interesting to see what happens with the conventions. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, Hillary Clinton has locked up the superdelegates, or has she? That's another big question.
All right. I want to thank you so much, Ellen, for being here.
Thank you.
And for more media analysis, watch Media Buzz with Howard Kurtz, Sundays at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.